AM 560. The Answer.
Stop. Hammer time.
The Paul Pelosi hammer. It stinks in the package. We should really market this, Squirrel. Pre-stink the Pelosi hammer. Of course, he can make two of them stink. I'm not doing that. You can't put two in the package and make money. I'm a capitalist. I'm not a rat Democrat just looking to take other people's money. Frank on the West Side.
What's up, Sean? I got a question. Do you think that Donald Trump, I know, and we all know the man is busy, is he sitting down right now and thinking to himself, if it can be proven legally that that election was a fraud, and the Supreme Court hypothetically says, you know what, you're right. You know, the election was a fraud. Donald Trump should have won. Now, could they acquiesce and say, you know what, here's how we're going to rule. You know, we're going to give him another chance to run again. Now, could that happen? Seriously, could it realistically happen?
No, that cannot realistically happen. But I'm gonna tell you something. These people, and I'm everybody knows that, and I mean this. They know he stole the election. The crime of stealing an election is multifaceted. But what you can never get back is time. There is no amount of money. There is no righteousness that can ever bring back time, as time is the enemy of everyone. And when you look at the $9 trillion added to the debt, that's a window of the problem. But the problem also exists. All of the suck-ons that scored that money, all of the judges, never forget, well, Joe Biden stole the election and pretended to be president. We had 200 and what did what's his name say? 265 federal judges, all at the scum at the Southern Poverty Law Center. None of them qualified. None of them. All assets of the Democrat Party. These are the judges that are stifling up our economy, stifling up our freedom, and doubling down on election theft. These are the ones that rubber stamp the communists, the fascists, and the thieves in these Democrat areas that steal our money. You know, Frank, it's not just, the problem is that it's compartmentalized. We're set up perfectly for a scam like this, a conspiracy like this, because everybody listening in Boston, they know it. Everybody listening in New York, they know it. In Chicago, they know it. In California, they know it. But they have this system that separates it all, so you're held harmless, which is why, Frank, I mean, my conclusion is simple. You can go to only the places that are run honestly. You can never, you don't, first of all, you don't live in those areas. You survive them. Think about what the promises are. If you make this amount of money, we're going to take more. If you do this, we're going to take that. If your property, we don't care what it's worth, you're going to pay this on taxes. So you're not living there. You're surviving it. Right? And that's what you get used to it. You get used to it. And then you got to pick up the little tidbits. Why do you think they're all doing the same thing? So millionaires, we're going to charge you this much and we're going to charge you that much. If you got this, we're going to do that. Yeah. But there's no penalty to be a low-life scumbag degenerate. None. In fact, they make it easier to be it. And then they try to cut in virtue. Oh, the illegal aliens are bad. Well, they killed and they raped how many? Oh, that's okay. They're okay. There's only some. I got Salazar on the board. We're going to let the ones who have been living here illegally for 30 years. If you don't commit another crime, then you could stay. Well, that is a crime. You're taking up welfare benefits as 65% are on welfare. And you got kids in school? Well, then unless you paid $34,000 in taxes, you didn't pay $1. Right? So the more you go down, the more you see the abuse. But what has to happen is for the kids to have faith in any system, which nobody should have faith in. You have to do what's right. You have to out this. Because it's the greatest kept. It's like the known lie that Mike Madigan was a politician versus a mafia don. Or Ed Burke. It's like you know it. You know that dailies are a syndicate, but let's just pretend he's a mayor. And by the way, let's pretend he can read and pass the bar. Because that last daily was the dumbest son of a pig that you've ever seen in your life. Lawyer, my ass. So there's a lot of things that happen when you go along and you agree to go along with a lie, which is why you can never do it. You can never do it. You can never do it. And the beauty of what we're experiencing, all of the allegations that I made from day one, and you made, and you knew, and people wouldn't say, it's proved. It's proof. It's over with. They're outed. They don't matter. Which is why, Frank, when they call Honey Money Knows, we just had a guy call, scumbag, get off the frack. If you're dumb enough or deceitful enough to be a Democrat, nothing you say matters. You're scum. And where you reside is a bankruptcy, financial raping of honest people. Thank you very much for the call. It's just a fact. So that's why it's infuriating to hear Hakeem Jeffries, but it's also kind of funny. I mean, listen to him. What did you ever do in your life? You can barely talk. You've got jazz hands when you talk to keep yourself on tempo. And you're a child, an intellectual dwarf.
If Donald Trump wants to debate me anytime, any place, in the Oval Office, publicly, on camera, I'd be happy to do it.
What are you going to debate about, stupid? About the ghetto you represent or about your massive failures in policies? What exactly are you going to debate, you child? You failure. This is the only arena a bust-out thief like you can exist. You can't ever work anywhere. Donald Trump went broke, what, twice? Built it back up. Broke, built it back up. You made up everything, and you stole the election, and we know it. You're not going to debate. You're going to wallow in your failure in your $6,000 suit, and you're going to pretend to be a man of which you are never going to be. And to other men, you're a joke, man.
Before I do that, we got this guy, Hakeem Jeffries. Have you guys heard of him? I don't know that he'd do very well in Chipley if he ran for office, but he's threatening Florida. Oh, you do the redistrict. We're going to come down. We're going to get you guys, all this stuff.
Now, although that's funny because he's making fun of a child, what he really said, if it was in a tavern, you'd be spitting teeth, son. You'd be spitting teeth in any tavern in America.
Our message to Florida Republicans is F around and find out.
Right there. I'd bounce your head
If
right
they
off
go
that
down the
rail.
road of a DeSantis dummy mander, the Florida Republicans are going to find themselves in the same situation as Texas Republicans.
The only places, Squirrel, Florida's got some places you don't want to go. And do you know what they all have in common? They're all run by Democrat scum. They're inhabited by Democrat voters. Illiterate, welfare, dangerous roaches. See, this is the reality of things that people are afraid to say. The Democrats wallow in the ghettos that they create, and they pretend to achieve something. Who are you talking to, son? Who exactly are you talking to, you failure?
Who are on the run right now, and under no circumstances are Texas Republicans picking up 5 seats. They'll be fortunate if they get 2 or 3.
Listen. How about you just stay away from our areas? Because when you come in, you drive down prices, cars get broken into. Just stay in the ghettos you already built, you low-rent scumbag that you are. Also known as a Democrat. 312-642-5600.
He's Sean Thompson.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
And this is the Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.